What is going on, guys? Sirluis here, the YouTuber to invest to rest, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys here a step-by-step walkthrough of creating a NFT collection here on Opensea. I'm going to be showing you guys here step-by-step, and I'm going to create my own collection here on Opensea, and I wanted to show you guys here how to do it. So I'm going to do it here with you guys, and I'm going to show you guys here the details, whether I prefer Polygon over Ethereum. So let's get started here, and the first thing you guys want to do is obviously after you make your account and connect your MetaMask and all that, you guys want to click right here at the top right and go to my collections, okay? And here it's not going to show anything because you still don't have a collection, but all you guys got to do is click create a collection. All right, so you click create a collection. Now this is the logo image. What do you want the logo image for your collection to be? Now my collection is going to be a collection for my YouTube channel. So it's going to be my logo, fan art. It's going to be based on my YouTube channel. So obviously if your collection is based on anything, make it the face of your collection because this is super important. So I'm just going to put that, my logo right there. Now this is the featured image. This is the image that's going to be used for featuring your collection on homepage, category pages, or other promotional areas of Opensea. And it's 600 by 400 recommended. So what I would recommend to do is go on a photo editor and put it 600 by 400 and make a really cool image that's based for your collection. Okay, I don't have one at the moment, so I'm gonna leave it blank. Then we got the banner image. This is definitely another one that you want to put in. I think it says right here 1400 by 400. So this is gonna be the image that's gonna be on the home page. When people click on your collection, they're gonna see the banner image. These are ones that you don't want to leave blank. You definitely want to make one for your collection. It's just very professional. All of the good collections out there have it, and you can include just a simple art, or you can include certain things. And then right here, this is going to be the name of your collection. This is super important. So whatever the name of your collection is, make sure you put it right here. And one thing too is that a lot of names are being taken, so definitely it's good if you guys want to start now so you can have your name before somebody else takes it. So I'm just gonna put the name of my collection. Obviously you just Sir Lewis. See right here, right there, this is available. So as you guys can see, a lot of names, this is kind of like Instagram in the beginning of the days, right, when a lot of usernames still weren't taken. Now you're gonna try to put a username, it's most likely going to be taken if it's something pretty popular. So make sure if you guys want to start a collection, do it as early as possible so you don't have your name taken. Okay, so that's going to be the name of my collection, Sir Lewis, obviously about my channel. So this is the URL. This is the URL of your collection. Another super important thing with the username, because a lot of URLs out there are already taken. So this is another reason why you want to start it early. So I'm just going to put Sir Lewis and hope that it's not taken yet. Let's see. Yes, still pretty good. So that's going to be the URL for my collection. And then here we got a description. So the description is super important. You don't want a super long description, and you also don't want just a sentence, right? You want at least 3 or 2 sentences, and just try to make it as brief and simple as possible. So obviously I'm going to change this in the future, but I'm just going to do it for the video. So next thing, we got a category. Now this is pretty important as well, because Opensea likes to put your collection based on categories. So when people search categories, your collection will be more searchable, right? So whatever your collection's about, try to put it in one of these 5 categories. So we have art, we have trading cards, collectibles, sports, or utility. For example, if your collection is something based to a game, right? It's something that has to do with a game that's going to be inside of a game. You're going to be able to play it, or land or something like that. Definitely it is utility. Let's say it's just art, right? Just plain art, then you put art. All right, next thing we got, the links are super important as well. The first one is your website link. Okay, super important. If you guys have a website for your collection, that's just a huge upgrade, because having a website for your collection just makes it a lot more professional. You know, there's a lot of collections out there that don't have websites, so people can't, really know more about it. The first thing people do when they go to a collection and they want to learn more about it is they click on the website link. That's where they're going to learn and see what their collection is all about. So for me, I still don't have a website for my channel, so I'm just gonna put my channel link. Okay, so next thing, we have a Discord. If you have a Discord, definitely put it in here. And then the next thing, we got a Twitter. I have a Twitter, and to be quite honest, guys, having a Twitter is probably the best social media for your NFT, for having an NFT collection, because that's where a lot of NFT creators are on Twitter, right? Most of them are not on Instagram. They're on Twitter. they're tweeting, they're sharing the collection, doing giveaways, retweets, all that stuff. So if I were to recommend you guys one social media to have, it'll definitely be a Twitter for your NFT collection. So definitely make a Twitter for your NFT collection and then link it right over here. Then next thing we got is an Instagram. So if you guys also have an Instagram, which is a plus, then definitely put it in here as well. All right, so moving on here, we got the royalties. Royalties are one of the biggest things of having an NFT collection, right? Because this is the way that you're gonna get paid for when people sell your NFT. This can be forever. Your NFT is gonna be in the blockchain forever, and whenever people sell that to another person, you're gonna get a commission off of that sell. The highest percentage fee is 10. Value cannot be more than 10. So the most that you would get for a royalty is 10%. So let's say somebody sells it for $100, you get 10% of that, which is $10. And then you want to put here your payout wallet address. Okay, this is where the royalties is gonna go to. So make sure you put the right address here that where you want your crypto to go to. It could be MetaMask or it could be any type of wallet address. Okay, the next thing we got here is super important, is the blockchain. Select the blockchain where you like the new items from your collection to be added by default. Okay, so I did a video that got a lot of views on my channel called how to mint NFTs for free, right? So without gas fees for Ethereum, and that was basically using the Polygon network. Okay, a fast gas-free blockchain experience that works with Ethereum. So if you want a gas-free NFT collection where you can mint gas-free, it sells gas-free when people buy it, they don't have to pay the huge gas, then Polygon is your best choice. What Ethereum has over Polygon is that a lot of huge projects are already on Ethereum. So a lot of people are looking at Ethereum projects even though it has a lot of gas. So you got to make a decision there, but for me, I'm probably going to stick with Polygon, and there's actually a lot of good projects on Polygon as well. So the next thing here is the payment tokens. These are the tokens that people can basically buy or sell your items with. Okay, they have DAI on Polygon, they have USDC on Polygon, or they have Polygon. Okay, so I'm going to put actually all of them. Then the last thing we got here is the display theme. Okay, we have padded, contained, or covered. So the next thing here is the payment tokens. These are the tokens that people can basically buy or the check on. That's all you guys got to do right here. Obviously, don't forget to put these images, make a bigger description and all that stuff. And I'm going to show you guys here how to add NFTs to your collection. Okay, I'm going to show you guys here step by step. You're going to go to the same place where we started. You click right here on profile, my collections, and it should be right over here. Okay, as you guys can see, 0 items. So we got to make some NFTs. I'm going to show you guys here, make my first NFT here on my collection. So right here in your collection page, you can actually just click right here, add item. Okay, click on add item. And what this does is it saves you a lot of time, because if you just go to create instead of add item on your collection page, you would have to fill in, you know, which blockchain you want it on and all of that stuff, okay, including which collection and all that stuff. So right here, when you just press add item, it already knows the collection, it already knows the blockchain. All you got to fill out is putting your NFT, the name, the external link, the description, and then some other things here. So let's get started here. Let me add my first NFT. It's going to be this one right here, my logo. Okay, next thing you want to put is the name of your NFT. So your external link is basically going to be the link to it, okay, to link to your own web page in more detail. And you can make it right here, as you guys can see, item, and then put whatever number. So you can make that your own. Then you add your description here, whatever you want the description to be. Obviously, make a detailed description. This one you could be a lot longer than obviously your collection description, because it's going to be about your NFT collection. Next thing here, we got properties. So a lot of NFT collections, they have a bunch of varieties, right? So they're going to have like certain types of properties. They're going to have levels, stats, but you don't have to add that if you don't need it for your NFT collection, right? A lot of them also have unlockable content. Okay, so if you have unlockable content for your NFT, you could put it right here. It lets you put access key, code to redeem, link to a file. It lets you put it all right here if you want to do that. And right here, is this explicit sensitive content? You just put it right here on if it is. And then the last thing here we got that's super important is the supply. How much copies of these do you want to basically sell? Okay, so let's say for example, I wanted to sell only 12. There's only 12 copies of my NFT, okay? And I'm going to show you guys here how it works. So next thing you're going to press is create. Please wait. Awesome. So you just created your first NFT for your collection. Go to your profile and you go to created. Okay, it should be right here in created. You click on it. Okay, and then next thing you want to do is you want to press sell. Okay, now here's the thing. You have 12 copies. You can sell however much you want. So let's say you just want to sell one. That's fine. You can just sell one. Okay, you're going to connect your wallet. Okay, please switch your wallet that supports Polygon. So whichever blockchain that you're selling it for, Ethereum or Polygon, this is where the gas fees are going to come from. Okay, by selling it, you're going to connect your wallet. So then right here, it's going to take you to this page and it tells you how much of the 12 or the available amount that you want to sell it for. So I want to sell maybe like 2 copies, right? Then right here, price per unit. You can either do DAI, USDC, or ETH. So let me do USDC, and let's say I just want to sell it for $12, right? I just want to sell it for $12. So that's going to be in USDC. Now, if you want to sell it in ETH, but obviously people can buy in all 3 of these, including Polygon. So this is the duration. You can have a duration of 1 day, 3 day, 1 week, or a certain time. Or you can even reserve it for a specific buyer. Service fee, 2.5%. Creator royalty is 10%. Okay, so that is the fees that when people buy it for. So 2.5 is going to go to the service, and then you're going to get 10% of that amount. And then boom, awesome. All you got to do is press sign. And then after you sign, if you're on Ethereum, you're going to have to pay the huge gas fee. If not on Polygon, I think you might, if you're on Polygon, it might be like a small fee of like $1 or even less. But that's only the first time fee. That's the first time fee for Polygon. It's really small, so make sure you have a little bit of Polygon on your Polygon network. After that, every time that you list, it's going to be 100% free. So that's all you guys got to do. And then after you do it, I didn't do it here, but after you do it, it should be right here under collected. It should be on your my collections page right here. As you guys can see, people are able to view it right whenever they go to your collection page. Obviously add a banner, make your description longer and all that stuff. So that's basically how you guys do it, guys. That's how you start a collection. I definitely recommend marketing it on Twitter, doing giveaways, right? Then having a Telegram when you grow bigger. Hope to help you guys out. If you guys still have questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll definitely be answering you guys. And yeah, join my free Facebook group, Patreon, and also check out me on Twitter. So thank you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.